Hello, hello, hello. J3GS Farm here. How you doing? How you doing? Country Hustle, what's up? What's up? Like I said earlier before, I was gonna go live, but Sarah and Tampa, they was all on. And my brother in North Carolina, he called me, and that deterred me from what I was doing. But let me try something right quick. Is that what I don't want either? Cato Family Farm, how you doing? What's up? I'm trying to switch my phone around because what I'm doing today, actually, I'm working on some stuff that I've been working on, just got back to, and I'm working on some stuff I was blessed with yesterday. So let me go out here in the heat. I'm in the carport right now. But, I caught a little deal yesterday on some beehives and stuff, and that's what I'm working on today. I got these three set of beehive boxes. Before I put them out, I'm gonna clean them up and put another clear coat on them. I put some paint on them so that they'll survive a little longer. Those was already made, got frames and stuff in it and everything, but I'm taking all that out. I'm putting my own frames, the frames that came with it, get it all cleaned off and everything. And the new box I got out here, I got to put three of the boxes together, and that's what I'm working on right now. Because after that, I get my sander and sand that other stuff. Now, don't be nosy. This is another hive that I was working on and stuff. I was working on all this until I got this stuff. Yeah, this the long hive I was working on that. I got that one put together, but I got one more I got to put together, and it'll be some more bees. I think after that, let me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 bee boxes. Let me see. Let me see. Spoke to Country Hustle and Cato. How you doing? The Garden Hoe. How you doing, sis? Uh, Sunday Backyard Farmer. What's up, bro? Long time no see. K Renee. How you doing, sis? Working and listening. I hope everyone is having a great morning. It's morning for you, Kay. It's afternoon for us. And bees are loving. I mean, gnats and mosquitoes. They loving me. I was sitting over here putting this box together, and they were tearing my back up. Let me see. Bud Files, welcome in. The Educated Natural. How you doing, sis? But that's what I come in today, though, because that's what I'm doing. I would. Let me see if I can rig this stuff up so I can work and talk to y'all at the same time. All right, now at least I can read the chat. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Okay. Uh, Everybody saying hello to one another. Sweets of heaven, how you doing? The Found Soul, how you doing? Just had this lot. Just had this live stream pop up on my screen. I don't know you, sir. However, I wish you good health, peace, love, and blessings. You too, Found Soul. You too. Well, if this is your first time coming, I don't go live that often anymore, but come check me out. Some you might like, some you might not. I'm a gardener, I'm a farmer, I'm a beekeeper. I do some everything to get my way, to do what I need to do. I do a little bit of everything. Everybody speaking to one another. But yeah, this is my thing for today. Basically putting these bee boxes together. I got some frames to put together too. And I'm gonna do that thing I like to do. They say everything is content. I don't believe that though. Everything ain't content. When I pulled us out the box, it was looking kind of strange to me. I saw the pieces that I needed, but it was looking strange because everything wasn't lining up. I had 4 splits in there when I should have only had 2, and I had to take the whole thing out and look at it again. I noticed they didn't put a shallow bee box in here. They didn't put a shallow bee box in. Once I saw it was two large and 1 medium, everything got straight then. You gotta keep turning it around until you get it the right way. I get back to see what everybody's saying after I screw this in. I need to turn this down. I think I got it too high. Let me see. Everybody's still speaking to one another. Hey, sweet education. Everybody's speaking. That's very cool. Are you in Florida? It looks like it's... No, I'm not in Florida. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia. And it's hot like it's Florida, but no, it ain't Florida. Life with Tarsha, welcome in. How you doing? My whole thing, like I said, my whole thing today is, actually, I was supposed to have been working on that big one. I don't know whether y'all came in or not, but I was supposed to have been working on this box right here. Nope, y'all can't see it. Well, anyway. I was supposed to be working on that long hive right there. That's what I started working on last week. And that's what I was supposed to have been doing today. But I lucked up and got some more regular beehives. And I'm going to clean them up and put them to work. The other ones I showed you, they got a little wear and tear on it. But that's all right. I know how to clean the boxes up. And one good thing about a beekeeper, you don't have to do much cleaning. You take care of the stuff that the bees can't take care, and the bees will take care of everything else. So the only thing I'm basically gonna do is take out all the frames that came with it. I'm gonna take all those frames out, put them on the side, clean them and everything. But I'm gonna put new frames in them, and on the outside of the box, I'm gonna have to clean some of the wax and some of the Lord have mercy, the wax that's on the edges of the board. I'm gonna have to clean that up so that they can close up nice, and I don't have no problems. I said I was gonna put a clear coat on it, but I think I might paint them a different color, because I think painting it is a little better. It's a little better than putting a clear coat on it. The clear coat lasts a good while, but I think painting it will last even longer. That's nice and tight, but I think I need to tighten up this end a little more. See, on the inside, in the crease, you can see whether you got it tight enough. It wasn't tight because I had a little hole in the side, so I just tightened the screws up a little more. Now it's good to go. That's one bee box done. Now I got 2 more to do. Knocking y'all all around. And Backyard Garden, welcome in. Passionate Tree Guard, welcome in, sis. Unbiased, how you doing, sis? CC Texas Garden, how you doing? Y'all came in. Actually, what I'm doing is putting these bee frames together. Like I said yesterday, I lucked up on this stuff, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I've taken after I put it together, I clamp it together to make sure I got a good seal on it. And if I was in my shed, this wouldn't be a problem for me. But I stopped working in my shed. I don't like it because it's all metal, and it just don't work for me. It's hot in the, all right there. It's hot in the summer and freezing in the winter, AC or not. Okay. Let me see. Patty's Kitchen, how you doing? So blessed, how you doing? David Corey, what's up, man? What's up, sister? She said, yeah, it's hot out here, Cece. It's hot out here. Good Eats, how you doing, sis? Passion tree. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I was gonna do this a little earlier, but I was doing due respect to some fellow bee farmers and some Tampa. They had a little meetup in Indiana, and I decided I'd wait till after they was finished. But I don't know. I shouldn't have waited. It's hot out here. It is extremely hot. But I said I want to get this done today because tomorrow it's gonna be a long day. I got to go to school for my let me see what is it. He's the fourth oldest grandson, or should I say he's the youngest grandson. Me and the wife have to go to school for him tomorrow because it's grandparents' day. But then again, I also got some good news today too. That big head boy y'all see come in my video every now and then. The school called my wife today and told him, I thought my wife, she said, I want to talk to you and his daddy. So actually, I thought he got in some trouble. And as usual, I just go ahead and tell me what's what. Tell me what's what. She said, no, I want to tell you and the daddy. She couldn't reach his daddy at the time, so I said, go ahead and tell me. She said, I'll tell you all together. I said, no, tell me now. So she finally told me, and she said, the school called me and asked, did I get the paperwork? And she said, what paperwork? They sent paperwork with my son, my grandson yesterday. Him and two other people, they put in for a $10,000 scholarship for college. I said, what? And like I said, they've been sending college paperwork here for my grandson ever since he was in the 6th grade, and he's in the 8th grade now. And they've been sending scholarship paperwork here for him for the longest. But she called, the principal, whoever it was, called my wife and told her about my grandson and all the paperwork and everything. And she was shocked. She thought it was something bad too, because the school don't call unless something really happens. And the old boy made me proud. He made me proud. I can say I'm glad to be his pawpaw. Now he need to keep it up and don't be like his pawpaw and finish college in 2013. Yeah, I said it right. I finished college in 2013. I had a plan. I was gonna do something for the veterans because I'm a veteran and that's what I like doing. I like helping veterans and stuff. But then I had surgery on my foot. I had surgery on my foot, and then everything kind of changed. And plus, this little town I'm in, nah, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I was inquiring about the school that was next side me, and I would have bought it, but you know how the game goes. If you one of theirs, you can get it. If you ain't one of theirs, you ain't getting it. You ain't touching it. And find out the old boy bought the whole school, all the property and everything for $40,000. And I told him straight off the bat, I said, if that was all it was, I could have bought that. But nah, they didn't want to come to my. They didn't want my 40,000. They wanted their own kind to have it. Congratulations, thank you, unbiased. Hey, David Corey Crop, what's up, Peach? Yeah, Crooked Peach, welcome in. How you doing, Morel? Cover. You got to be Filipino. I don't want to mess up your name, Maricel. I ain't gonna mess up your name. As far as I go with it. Resilient Dad, how you doing, bro? Tia tapping in from the Bay with much respect. Garden Ho, hey, Crooked. Everybody speaking to one another. Mel's Garden, how you doing? Crooked Peach. CC, if you get it, you absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You'll be taking it. You'll be taking it. But one thing that I do believe in helping the veterans. I'm one myself, and if I did get that place over there, it would be strictly to help veterans and stuff. If you're a veteran, I get taken care of. That was also my when I was in college. My major was human services, and I had to write up my thesis. I think that's what it's called, a thesis. I had to write it up and all that stuff and tell them what I want to do and all that. And the people were shocked because I told them my desire was to help veterans. Before I got into service and everything, up in Chicago, up in New York, I ran into a lot of veterans, and they needed some help. They needed some help, and a lot of the guys that got out the service when I did, and some after and before me, they wasn't doing so good. And the bad thing about it is I know why they wasn't doing good, because I was in the same situation. The only difference is we can improve our situation. We can improve our situation, or we can make it worse. Me, I was brought up in the church. So, hey, I'm going to try to make my situation the best I can. And like I said, I don't try to impress nobody. If I can't be me, it ain't gonna happen. I don't try to impress nobody. Like I said before, I forgot who live said it on, but I'm gonna be me. If I can't be me, I ain't gonna be nobody else. So that's it. I want to be me and nobody else. Let me see. When y'all see me looking down, I'm not reading from my phone. I'm reading from my iPad. Maybe I should just raise the whole thing up a little bit, but that's all right. Everybody speaking to one another. Oh, everybody just speaking. What are you building? I'm building bee boxes. Uh, I looked up on some bee boxes yesterday, and one of them was disassembled, and I'm putting it together now. And I'm not gonna actually I'm not gonna actually paint it anything until I get these other two long hives. I'm in the process of building them. Once I get them built, I'm gonna paint everything at the same time. I'm not gonna paint this one and let it dry and do all that. I'm gonna paint it and get it all done at one time instead of stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. I think I need to put that a little lower still. Okay. Now this I like doing. I think I did it. It was 2020. I think it was 2020. It was 21 or 22 when I made beehives myself for the very first time. Whew, it was rough. Following what everybody else say, following other people's diagrams and everything. And one thing I found out, no matter what you do, there's always a better and easier way to get it done. And that's what once I get my honey shed slash wood shed together, I went and looked at some yesterday, and I think I found what I want. I just got to get the back squared away to have them put it in. And that's a little difficult right now because I need me a bulldozer so I can move some stuff around. And plus, I got to get my ground leveled out too. I got to get my ground in the back leveled out so when the shed get put down, it won't be all lopsided. What are you building? Love on love, great to see you. You too, Resilient. Okay, how much honey could you get from one of your frames? One of my frames, let me see, I tell it to you this way. When I first did the honey, I only took out 10 frames. I had I have 5 large and 5 mediums, and I got uh, 2.5 gallons. A 5 gallon bucket, I got 2.5 gallons, and that was 10 frames. Five medium and 5 large frames. Uh, to tell you how much honey I get from one frame, I can't do that because when I get the honey, I get it's usually 3 or 4. If I got 3 or 4 frames, I'll get the honey. But if it's like 1 or 2 frames, I don't mess with the honey. That's a whole bunch of work just for 2 frames. That's a whole bunch of work just for 2 frames. No, sir. That's too much time. I gotta wash all my equipment. I gotta. It's just so much about the spinner, spinning the beehive. But then again, in the process of all this stuff, I was also blessed with another honey spinner. This one is electric. I don't have to sit there and twist it with my hand anymore. I now have a electric spinner, so I can spin more honey and faster. I don't have to keep waiting every few minutes. After I spin about 3 times, let it go, look at the frame, spin it again, then look at the frame again, make sure there's no honey left in there nowhere. And then I have to take the frame out, turn it around, put it in again, and start doing the whole process all over. So I hope now that I got this electrical extractor, I hope things are much better. You know. Yeah, goats are good to have in the garden, man. The only bad thing about my goat, correction, the only thing about the goat I have in my yard now is I can't let it eat anything, and I can't let it mate until after November. The uh, the 4-H uh, the 4-H festival is in the end of October, and this sheep can't have no communication with no other goats. Can't have no fellowship with no other goats. So after the festival, then it becomes my goat. Right now it's my grandson goat, but after the festival, it's my goat. And the good thing about it is, it's one of the goats that I actually wanted from the beginning. This is it's called a Boer goat, and these are meat goats. And I love that. I always said I wanted Boer goats, and I keep forgetting the goats that I had. My goats had long ears. Uh, those are the only one that I like getting, was the one with the long ears. They're good milk producers, and in the last 5 years, I had more goat milk than I had store-bought milk. You'll have to you'll have to get used to the taste, but hey, it it wasn't no problem for me. It wasn't no problem for me. And that's one of the things. As soon as we have this goat competition and everything, hey, I say by July next year, I'm gonna have a half a herd. Uh, well, should I say by let me see, December, January, February, March, April. By May, I should have at least 5 to 6 more goats out here, and that's all I want. I want the Boer goat and my other goats. Those are the only ones I want on my property. And one good thing about them is if I don't give them feed, they will eat the grass. Everything out there they'll eat. But don't believe that cartoon and stuff where the goats eat metal and all that. That's a lie. Don't believe that. One side is good. I gotta tighten up. I gotta tighten up on this side. Okay. Like I said, if you see what I'm looking on the inside at these seam right here. I want to make sure that they're closed. Last one is this medium. That's the feeder board. That's the cover. I think I got the bottom board is still sitting on the back of my truck. Gunline Bees, how you doing? Bro or sis, or both of y'all, how you doing? Janet Potter, how you doing? Barb Brownlee, how you doing, sis? Hey, Gunline Bees, I'm putting bee boxes together. You'll understand a little better than some of the other ones that are not beekeepers. But like I said, that's the long hive I was working on. There go the rest of the material over there. I got one more to put together, so it'll be two long hives I got to put together. And I was blessed yesterday to run up on some beehives, and this one right here. This is a I think this one is I think this is a better beehive. Well, it's some kind of beehive I'm putting together so I can get my stuff together and put some more boxes out. So, like I said, when I'm finished getting them all together, I should have about 10 or 11 hives out there, which is good for me. One thing I did I wish I had, and I still might get it. The metal strip that goes on the inside of this little bar right here. I think I might just order some. I just might order some, cause I think I want to try putting a metal strip on the inside. I know it's tight, but I like putting the clamps on it anyway. That clamp just pulls it a little tighter, so I don't have to worry about it. I like that. It pulls it closer, and I don't have all them little gaps to worry about when I turn it over and look on the inside. Let me see. Right, gunline bees. I'm gonna try to get that honey, man. Actually, I think I got some honey out there right now, and I was debating whether I'm gonna get it or not. But I said if I do get it, I'm gonna try to leave them at least 3 frames in there. My blessed hive, they seem like they're doing extremely well in there. I know I haven't done any JGD behaving, hasn't showed the hive anything lately, but I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna let y'all see. It's kind of bushy and weedy out there because the hive sits in the middle of my fruit forest, which the deers ate up everything. But it's gonna come together. That's why all my fruit trees are up here by the house. Ain't no deers coming up this far. And when they did try to come, my dogs start barking, everything, they take off. Hello, Becky. Everybody speaking. If you were not going to paint them, load them puppies with marine varnish. Oh, yeah, marine varnish. And they'll last for many years. Yeah. I'm thinking about painting them because I've got some on the other side. They just got the varnish on. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand that off because they look like they had some wear and tear on it. I'm gonna sand it off and re-varnish it. But I'm glad you told me about the marine varnish. I'm glad you told me about that one because I basically, what is that? I got wood sealant varnish. That's what I put on the long hive I have out in the back. Wood sealant. That's what I got on that one. But I'm glad you told me about the marine varnish. I do appreciate that. But let me get back. I really ain't got that much to do now. I finish this up, then I can give it some more power. Like I said, I'll be glad when I get my shed. I'm gonna have to call my son. Let me see what time it is. Oh, it ain't up but 2 something. I'm gonna have to call my son and see if he's gonna make his son football game today. Because if he make it, that means I don't have to go. And that just gives me more time to do what I'm doing. That looks nice. You know, I watch a lot of beekeepers, how they put their beehives together, and they're able to talk and do everything at the same time. I ain't made it there yet. I have not gotten there yet. Back to this side. Okay. I haven't made it to the point where I can pay attention to the phone and do this. Now, let me see. I think when I first started keeping bees, I ordered some bee boxes off Amazon. But I think, let me see, what was it? I think I got the beginner hive when I was on from Amazon. The second set I built myself, and that's before it started getting hot outside. Okay, that's it. And that's it right there. That is it. And you know the thing about it is, I don't know what it is. I put it this way: when I started keeping bees, and this Langstrom hive was the only thing that I knowed of, and then Mickey Rourke, I believe he was the first one I saw that did the long hive, and it was kind of too expensive for me, but I know I can do it, so I just I went on another page and they gave dimensions and everything. When you get dimensions from somebody else on beehives and stuff, you have to really search it out and test it yourself before you do it, because these are from these hives right here. I got from somebody else. The long hives that I'm building, I got that from somebody else. And after I had all the parts cut and everything, I put the first one together. I said to myself, I shouldn't have cut this. I shouldn't have cut that. But I was going by somebody else's design. And I keep saying I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have did that. And I realized it's good to get other people design, but you need to take and study it before you actually do it to make sure it's what you want. That's why I kind of want to, I might do it with this last one. When I put the last one together, I might redo it, because on the top and bottom, they had the design was you groove it, and it was on both sides. So I think I'm gonna cut the groove off on one side and make it a complete flat bottom. And I think I'd do better with that instead of having the grooves in it. So hey, we live, we learn, we live, we live, we learn. Let me see. Bar Gunline B, hello, hello, hello. If you're not going, okay, if you're not, the marine varnish will take a beating and keep them from bleaching due to the sun. Right, right. No worries, we just riding down the highway listening. This is much better than politics or news. You got that right, Gunline. I hate watching the news now. Well, tell you the truth, I haven't watched the news. All the politics I got from YouTube, TikTok, and whatever the wife tell me, because I'm tired of hearing about stupid stuff. Mm. Thank you, Barb. Official Jamia, welcome in. How you doing, sis? Uh, I don't know how many I'm going to finish with, because, like I said, I'm praying and hoping that my grandchildren will take this up. Uh, if they do the way I got it planned in my head, if they do what I got it planned in my head, they could take this a little further than I can, because a lot of you know I don't publish my stuff other than on YouTube or personal. I don't do big time with it because my status. I put it that way, because of my status. That's why I don't publish it. But yeah, uh, to tell you the truth, since I retired, beekeeping and keeping goats, that's the best thing I ever, that that relaxes me, that got my nerves straight and everything. Uh, yeah, I have to go to the VA and let them check me out and stuff, but I do better messing with bees and messing with goats. But right now, I'm messing with goats and one sheep. Nothing to building them if you have a basic level of woodwork. You'll enjoy a long hive. We've been doing very well in a long hive. Yeah, uh, you're right, DC. When you hear me talk about my blessed hive, that's the long hive I had out in the back. And when we got that frost in February, everything was dead. And April, when I came out, I took in, I knew everything was dead in the hive because I cleaned it out. scraped all the pollen and all that stuff out of it. And I was just going back to check my fruit trees and all that stuff, what the deers didn't eat up and all that. And I saw the long hive had bees flying around it. I said, "What?" So I didn't pay no mind because it was just a few bees. So every now and then I just drive back just to check it out. I had three other hives that were sitting out there. Nothing was happening to them. They were just blank. But I went to the long hive and I said, let me open this up. I just opened it up. Man, that thing was full of bees. That's why I call it my blessed hive, because everything was dead, but a swarm came back in there. So the long one is my blessed hive. And I think that's the only one that really got a name is the blessed hive. Together we break chains. How you doing, sis? Lena Doyle Crafton, how you doing, sis? I'm just wasting everybody's time. Those that ain't got nothing to do. Uh, I don't call this real work. Doing it with this bee stuff, I don't call that real work. If it's something you like doing, it's not work. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. It is a little hot. No, I'm not saying a little hot. It's hot out here. I'm sitting up under the carport and everything, trying to get this done. And like I said earlier, I'm hoping that my son will go to his son football game, and that way that'll give me a little more time. I can get my sander out and just sand these edges off this box, just where it's sticking out a little bit. Just sand this off, get them ready for painting, and then try to finish the long hives. I got one more to completely assemble. This one, it's a long hive, but I divide it. I put a board in the middle. So instead of one hive, it's actually going to be two hives. It's going to actually be two hives. So it's all right. Angela Calloway, how you doing, sis? Awesome, true blessings on your long. Yes, yes. And just to say, I got a I got blessings out here in my front yard, right here where I'm working at. I got blessing out here in my front yard too. Let me take a break and I'll show y'all. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind a bit. See, this is my front yard right here. You see all them watermelon leaves right there? We don't eat watermelon out here. We don't eat watermelon out here. But by the grace of God and some bird, we got watermelon out here. The watermelon that I showed y'all before was right here. That one, that's the one I juiced. Here's another one growing right there. I hope y'all can see it because I ain't turning my phone around because it's kind of difficult to switch them buttons. I got another one growing here. Got a little one coming in right here. And this is the second big one. That fell right there. That is the second biggest one out here. But y'all want to see some oranges, some miwa? That fella's loaded. That fella is loaded with miwa. Got some more little ones growing in. Got the one over there. This pomegranate right here, it's coming up. That pomegranate is coming up. It's going in the backyard somewhere. I had golf size pomegranate on it. They fell off. They got about the size of a golf ball. They fell off. And I did a video not too long ago where I put drip bags up under these trees. If you see, I went back to the old method. When I cut the grass, I pile all the grass up under the trees so that it'll stay, that moisture will stay down there. Because the only reason I stopped doing that because my son said, "Daddy, I want your front yard to look like a golf course." So that's what he did. He started cutting my grass in designs of a golf course and all that stuff. But he don't cut my grass anymore. So what I did was, when I cut the grass, I put the stuff right back up there.